What's up, guys? You guys are hanging out with me tonight. You must be just as bored as I am. I'm just sitting around. I'm watching Carla try and play the new Gran Turismo, so we'll see. I look stoned. I'm not stoned. I'm tired as hell, though. I'll tell you that right now. So, what's going on, guys? If you're getting in here, just hit the thumbs up and let me know you're here. The chat is stupid, so if you got something you want to say, use the super chat so I can see it. Am I coming up to Connecticut soon? I don't know. We'll see if these guys get their stuff together in time so I can come up and tune it. But they're going to be going to Germany, so I don't think I'm going to have too much time to go up there. Not till after that. Forza is better, they say. Debatable. That's debatable. The chat's like locked up, so you know, guys. So use the super chat. You should import a Toyota Hilux Surf. Yeah, those are fun. Hiluxes are pretty cool. Personally, I like the regular Hilux better than the Surf, but Surf is cool because it's like a hatch or whatever you call it. It's covered up. It's like an SUV kind of. So they're pretty cool. Still love you even though you make me feel bad about my WRX. I don't need to make you feel bad about your WRX. The WRX probably makes you just feel bad about your WRX. As long as it doesn't break, I guess that's good. It would beat the Padge off-road. Well, depends. I've never seen a WRX like be able to run a mud pit, but I guess if you consider like off-road is just like some pebbles or dirt roads, I guess that's possible. You should import a stop baiting. You should import a stop baiting. Okay. What do you think about Audis? I had one. They're pretty sweet. I like them. I would say at this point, the only Audi I would be probably interested in is like older ones because the new stuff is just a little bit too digital. I like the older analog stuff personally. So it would be cool to see you get into an MR2. Not really into the MR2s personally. They were never really my cup of tea. So if you guys are just joining in, I'm not going to be on here too long. I just want to hang out for half hour or so and just kick it. I'm really tired. I'm going to go to bed pretty soon. But I figured I would just hang out for a little bit at least. 101 people. Come on, everyone hit the like button at the same time. See what happens. It's at 22 right now. See what it goes to. jump that sucker up. 33. Could do better than that. Let's go. Everybody, like button. Can't wait for the RX-7 content. Yeah, me too. Trust me. If Haggard is dead, does Onion still owe Scumberto $3? I don't know. Ask him. It's $3, man. It's a serious issue. Do I still have the Tacoma? No, I don't. Tacoma. I sold the Tacoma like, I guess about, see, how long ago was that? About 6 months ago, I guess. Maybe a little bit longer. I sold the Tacoma right around the time I got the Ducati. So, what do you think about hydrographing? It's pretty cool if you like to, put like prints on things without actually painting it or whatever. Xander Cruz, thanks for the $5. Thinking of moving to the Palm Coast area. Do you think a miscellaneous fab shop is a good idea? Say roll cages, or should I just give Iron Workers Union a hit? What are you trying to do? You mean you're trying to work? Or are you trying to start a business? R33 giveaway? Doubt it. That would be a intense giveaway. I just got a T25 E85 Miata. Okay, that's fun. Does it have Mega Squirt on it, I'm assuming? That would be my expectations for that. What do you think of a Honda Grom? Grom's like it's like a motorcycle, but you didn't want a motorcycle. It's like a scooter, but you didn't want a scooter. So I don't know how to classify the Grom. It's like an in-betweener because it's technically a motorcycle. It's got a transmission, like, gears in the clutch and all that stuff. And in my opinion, a scooter is just a CVT machine. It's not you don't use a clutch and stuff like that on a scooter. And not only that, but a scooter to me, you put your feet in it, not around it. Hurricane Ian, what's up? What are you up to tonight, bud? Just hanging? I'm just hanging. I'm hanging with 92 of my friends here. What do you think about a Focus ST? Again, not my thing. Focuses to me are just not my thing. So I don't know. Hey Jack, what do you think of Haggard Garage? I liked Haggard Garage when it was Haggard Garage, when everyone was on it. But now I don't even think, no, there is no Haggard Garage anymore. I mean, I haven't seen a video in forever. It's really just, basically most of Haggard Garage is here now. You got Rudnick and Marcus, and in my opinion, they were like, between him and Cam, they were like the main members. So, and of course Onion, but I don't think he's really doing much anymore. I don't know. Hey Jack, love the vids all the way from Montreal. Sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that. Have you tuned any Focus ST? Yeah, I have. And I mean, they're okay. To me, they're not. They remind me too much of the Subarus. Like the motors are not that strong. Like technically, they can't handle any like real solid upgrading. You try to make an extra 50, 60 horsepower, and I've been hearing of them breaking with stock power. So to me, that's like a no-go, if you ask me. So that's where I stand on that. Favorite YouTube drifter? I don't drift. I'm not a drifter, so I don't know any YouTube drifters. It's the best way to put it. So Jason says he's got to work in the morning. All right, cool, man. I got to work tomorrow too, but still going to hang out. Love what you do. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing it. How often do GTRs get a trans brake? GTRs won't get a trans brake because GTRs are all manual transmissions. So a trans brake is for an automatic transmission. But if you swap an automatic into a GTR, then you could technically put a trans brake on it. Opinion on sideshows? I don't know what sideshows are. Have you dragged Dusty times? I've dragged Dusty, but I've never done it at the track. I've done it at the track, but not like on the quarter mile with, like timing. So every time I run it, it's always against somebody, like a grudge match. So Dusty's realistically anywhere between a low 10-second car and a mid 9-second car, depending on how I drive it. So. Think you'll get to drive Tommy's K Miata, and what do you think of it? I think it's cool. It looks like it could use a lot more dialing in, but I think he's doing that. So it would be fun to drive. I'm sure he'd let me drive it if I got up there. It's a sweet car. It's definitely something like I would do. I don't know about this to the extent that he did, but I would definitely do a K swap. I would do a 2-liter rather than a 2.4, and just rev that piss out of it. Jack should be sponsored by cereal brands. I know, seriously. Somebody. Kellogg's, what's up? Where you at? 109 people, 54 likes. It's not a good ratio. We need to get that up. Everybody hit the like button. If you're just joining me now, I'm just hanging out. I'm just going to stick in here for, solid 20, 30 minutes. And don't really plan on doing too much more. But if you have a question for me, hit me up. And feel free to use the super chat if you think I'm worth it. Boo Fighter, you're out. All right, man. We'll see you. Have you sold the Suzuki SUV before Shaw got to drive it? We got people asking about it. I don't think it's reserved yet, but people have been asking about it. It seems like it's going to be an easy sell, so Shaw's going to be pissed. Are you tuning Tommy's car in Rudnick soon? I'd like to, if they ever get around to bringing me up there. I think we're just waiting to finish their cars first, but once they finish it up, probably go up there and help them out for sure. Supra arrival date? Call the shop, ask. I think Roberto's got arrival dates on the Supra and the R33s and some other stuff. Hurricanian, I don't know if you're worth it. Come on, man. Gotta give me a little bit of credit. Divine Mike, what's up, man? Come to H2O. Let's chug a brewski. Yeah. That's a bit of a drive. Chair looks comfy. Yeah, this is a pretty comfy chair. Just hanging out. It's almost my bedtime. I'm just watching Carla play Gran Turismo Sport. What's up? What's up? If you're just getting in here, hit the like button. Show me some love. 65 people hit that like button. There's 112 watching. I hope everybody hits it. Ben Cooper, thanks for the $5. Are there any SR20 DET swap kits for the MB Miata out there? I don't know of any swap kits, but it wouldn't be too much different than an NA. The only thing that would really be different, I think, is transmission, like the distances and things. But it's pretty close because they're talking about the same motor, basically, the MB has that the NA had. So just thinking like maybe some dimensional stuff, but it's got to be really close. Don't think that I haven't seen any like direct swap kits, so can't say for sure, but I know people are definitely doing it. They're making it. So give that a consideration. And also consider that Honda swap, because that's a good swap into any Miata, in my opinion. Ian, when you come up, you want to jump tune the VR4. What has it got, like an AEM or something in it? Because if it does, then I guess I could, yeah. As long as it's got some kind of ECU for me to tune, then that wouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get that squared up pretty quickly. A buddy of mine had a VR4 3000 GT back in the day, and it was pretty powerful, making like 500 and change to the wheel. Those motors are underrated. They're really strong. They can handle a lot of abuse. But oh man, my Golf. Carla found my Golf on Gran Turismo. That's funny. Gotta get a TDI though. How do I feel about the 4G63? It's a good motor. I mean, it's foolproof. It's a very tried and trusted motor as far as I'm concerned. I think they suffer from crank walk, but that can be avoided if you're careful and set up the clutch and everything correctly. What's your opinion on a 71 Mustang? I'm not really into the 70s Mustangs. I'm really not into any Mustangs, honestly. So you won't get me too much there. I had a 93 GT, but really only because I got it really cheap. This was a long time ago. We're talking 15, 16 years ago or more, 18 years ago. And I did like a heads, and I didn't even do a cam, and I just did heads and I threw some nitrous at it, and it was like an 11-second car. It ran pretty good, but it was nothing I would write home about. Ian, thanks for the $5. I fucked that all up. When you come up to Chris and Tommy, can you jump over to Ohio and tune the VR4? That I don't know if I'll have that time. That's the problem, because going to Ohio is going to require me to another day of travel plus a day of tune plus another day of travel. So it turns into like an extra 3 days, and that's always my biggest problem is I have to be back at my shop. I can only go for like a little bit of time. So we'd have to like do a specific trip, or maybe you can consider coming out to Connecticut. I don't know. Something like that. That would probably work a little bit better. How many Grand Prix GXPs have you tuned on? A few, quite a few actually. Grand Prix and all the ones with the supercharged 3.8 liter. There was like the Bonneville SSE, I think, and a couple of other ones too. But yeah, I've tuned quite a few of those for sure. What cam would you suggest for a turbo LS 5.3? For turbo, stock. Leave it stock. Just put some boost to it. Favorite BMW? Favorite BMW? I don't know. Probably. I mean, if you go back to the old stuff, there's some cool cars, E30, M3. But realistically, I think I had the E60 M5. That was probably my favorite modern BMW. I just liked it because it had that V10, and there was like a real bespoke character about it. It was really cool. When are you heading up to CT? I don't know. We'll see if these guys get their cars together and bring me up. Then probably after they get back from Germany is my expectation. Looking for a crew cab truck. Is there anything interesting in Japan? Not a K. Crew cab, get a Hilux. They make some really sick Hilux crew cabs, and they're capable. They're diesel, they're turbo. It's a good one if you're looking for something like that. Ian, thanks for the $5. I'll just have the VR4, S14, and FD all ready for you, and I'm down to make it our own thing. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, for a 3-car setup, that'd be worth it to bring me out. And then, I could tune on all 3 of them for a day. Shouldn't be a problem to get them dialed in a day. 3 cars I usually do. So that would work for sure. Just got to schedule it right and make sure the cars are 100%, because last thing you want is for me to get there and then there's something wrong with the car, and that doesn't allow me to do my job. So that seems to be like the biggest problem when people fly me out. They end up having to keep me over for an extra day because they need to repair something or change something on the car. So that's the biggest question. Who would win in a race, Dusty or PA Tuner's Tiburon? First of all, that wouldn't even be a race, so I don't even know what to say, but Dusty never loses, so trust me. If Dusty loses, it's because it was a setup. I got scammed. Toyota Celica GTS versus Acura RSX Type S. I mean, just for the cool points, I'd stick with the Celica. It's rear-wheel drive. When are you guys going to bring over an NSX? Would love to see you guys build up one as a project. Problem with that is they're just so expensive. We tried to get one, and we ended up, I think we bid like 40 grand on it, and we weren't even close. I think it sold for like 50 or 60,000. It was crazy. So that's a tough one. Ian, what ECU you want for the VR4? I think they do an AEM, like a V2. Check that out. Anything you can get in there that's plug and play. I don't think Haltech's got anything for that, but just something that's plug and play that gives us the software so we're able to actually get in there. Miata oil blow by under full throttle. What could be the cause? Crankcase pressure, clearly. So you got some weak rings, or a cracked piston or something like that. You can do a compression test and see how it comes out, and also make sure that your crankcase is pretty well ventilated. Dusty gonna lose? No. Only W's for Dusty. That's right. You ever coming to Toronto? I've been there. I just don't know. I haven't been there in a long time, and I don't know when the next time anybody might bring me up there. But I don't get too many customers from Canada, honestly. I got a few, but not too many. I've been to Vancouver also, Montreal, but Vancouver was probably the best one of them all. Whose kooky S14 is that in the back of the shop? I don't know, probably a customer. Compression test was all right. Would it be safe to run a dual catch can setup? The 1.8 with about 150,000 miles. When you say compression test was all right, I mean, what was it? What did you come up with? Blow by doesn't just happen. I'll tell you that right now. Hey mate, what is your top speed when you run? I have this really good friend whose name just happens to be something I can't read, and he is the best at everything, and he can run at 100 miles per hour. Okay, fun. Didn't Dusty lose last time you were on that race channel? No, Dusty won. Dusty won against the GTR. Dusty won against the race car, whatever that thing was, the Noble. The only race that I think no, because Dusty we went past a quarter mile in all of those races. So the quarter mile race, we did one from a dig, but it wasn't. I didn't launch the car. So if you want to count that, okay. But that wasn't like a setup race or anything. That was just like a, hey, let's just stop and see what happens. And Dusty did win on the real races. You're going to Japan with Ruddy and Thomas. I don't think so because they're not taking me. So Dusty wouldn't beat Frustrate. Dusty wouldn't race Frustrate. Like I said, Dusty never loses. What would you do if Rod Knock's K truck gets Rod Knock? I wouldn't do anything because it's not my truck. I would laugh because it's impossible to get Rod Knock in that freaking thing. I keep mine pinned at the red line for 20 miles. It doesn't do a damn thing. Secret Tommy vid? What? I don't know about Secret Tommy vid. All right, guys. If you want to get your questions in, hurry up. I'm going to end this in like 5 minutes. So I'm just getting really tired. Since you live in Florida, what's the craziest thing you've ever witnessed there? I don't know what your consideration of crazy is, but I mean, people eating other people's faces off is like pretty much the end of crazy, if you ask me. I haven't seen too many that go much crazier than that. I would laugh too, but he's got luck. Yeah. You should convince Rod Knock and Orion in a boxing ring. Rudnick would just probably beat him up. I don't know. Seems like I know Rudnick. Rudnick's he's not a wimp. Dusty versus K Miata. In what? You hear about that guy that got thrown off that bridge somewhere in Florida. People get thrown off bridges here all the time. They're usually dead, though. Jack, Skeletor versus Tommy's K Miata. Who wins? I don't know. That's a tough one. Skeletor's pretty good. Skeletor moves pretty well. Skeletor is really light. I guarantee you Skeletor is a lot lighter than the K Miata. So Skeletor is 1,800 pounds-ish. K Miata is probably a little over 2,000, 21. So maybe a little more. It's got a lot of goodies on it. All right, guys. Another couple minutes and I'm going to shut her down. So get the likes up for me real quick. If I get them over 100 likes, I'll be happy. That's really all I need. 117 of you in here. Get those likes up, please. He weighed it. I think it was 2,200. Yeah, see, there you go. 2,200 pounds. Pretty. Those cars are supposed to be like 1,900 pounds stock, or 2,000 pounds stock, maybe, I think. So he added some weight to it for sure. If it's at 2,200, Skeletor is very light. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down. Oh, can't shut it down yet. Ed just blasted me with a $20 hit. Ed says, still saving up for my first project, 69 Plymouth. Do you think going carbureted or fuel injected throttle body is better? Personally, I would do fuel injected if you can. Fuel injected just makes life so much easier. You never have to worry about jetting or adjustments or anything like that. It just makes it a lot cleaner and simpler. And tuning wise, you can get the best drivability and everything out of fuel injection. So definitely go for fuel injection if you can go that route. And on an old car, I think it's really cool because you bring that extra technology into the old design, that old art art that is old cars, and you just bring it up to speed. It makes it really nice. So definitely consider that. Ian, you never get time to see my video. I watch your videos. I don't watch them all. I don't get a chance to watch every one of them, but I do see them. I was watching one the other day. How come Rudnick didn't beat Will? Did they race? Unsubscribing you since you ignore me every live. Have fun not being subscribed. Are you going to tune Rod Knox Roadster? Yeah, I am. He's getting it all done. So as soon as he gets that done, they're going to bring me up there for sure. And I'll keep this running. Since Ed kept me alive at $20, I'm going to keep this running until that runs out. So I think it's only fair. What's the coolest car you've tuned? Jeez, I don't know, man. There's some really cool ones out there. One of the earliest ones I did was one of my friends. It was a twin turbo LQ9 Trans Am that we set up. We barely got it like to the point where we were ready to rock, and we just took it right to the track for its first test hit, and it went 880, like 155 miles an hour on the first run. And then he got another good run out of it, and it did a massive wheel stand, pancake down, still went like 9.0, and he was scared to death to drive it ever again, so it's been sitting in his garage since then. But that car was definitely a 7-second car, for sure. Pico, what's up, dude? Yeah, Pico Z. That's the coolest car, probably. All right, since we're we're in overtime now, hit that like button. Come on, 97 likes. What is this? This is pathetic. Let's get it over 100, please. Real quick. There we go. I feel better now. Do I ever tune any badass trucks? Because I'm a truck guy. Yeah, I tuned some mud trucks. I did one not too long. Well, a couple of years ago, but it was a really strong like pro mod motor. It was really good. That thing was making like 2,000 horsepower. I couldn't, there's no dyno or anything we could put it on, so we were tuning it on a off-road like mud pit. That was intense. It was running on methanol, and I had to wear like a mask and stuff. We would hit it, and it would do this crazy wheelie thing. Like it was wheeling, but it was trying to come. It was like trying to come down, but it would just hang the wheels while it was ripping through the mud. So it was just this really foreign feeling. It felt like it was like gliding across water, kind of interesting. It had like a cool name. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like one of those like dirt pro, mud pro type trucks. Really cool. Professional fried ricer. That would be your buddy Pico. Pico, what are you doing, Pico? How's my day going? My day is done. I'm ready to go to sleep. Tired. I'm gonna finish off this 20 that Ed gave us, and then I'm gonna peace out of here. But for now, we're still gonna keep it going. More off-road videos. Okay, well, as time comes, I'll definitely try and get some more out there. It's tough because we got to go out there to do it, but I'm sure there's more challenges to come. Playing Gran Turismo license test things. Oh, that's what Pico's doing. Okay. Okay, you should come over, Pico. We're going to do some more hot laps. Got the Miata, ran in the 740s again in the Miata. I might stream. Yeah, stream after this. these 100 people that are watching to come over and check you out. Take a shot for all of us and go to bed. I don't even need a shot. Trust me. I'm just going to, as soon as I close this laptop, I'm going to fall over. That's how that's going to go. Tune diesels. No, not really. I tuned my own because it's mine, but I needed some help to do it because we had to crack that Bosch ECU. But I don't really do too much diesel stuff. There's a couple of diesel shops in the area. There's Pila and someone else. I can't remember who, but they do pretty much all the diesels. So there's not much of a demand for it, honestly. How much to tune your Pinewood Derby car? Send me that. I'll make you a really fast one. You'll win. Promise. I'm good at cheating at Pinewood Derby. Ever tune a single turbo N54? Yeah. It was a 335i. Two of them, actually. I've done a 335 and a 135. And they do pretty decent. They want good fuel though. You want to have like E85 to tune those, really. That's the trick. Make it to CT. I want to see the Nitro scooter live. Live. Well, you're gonna have to talk to Rudnick about that because the motor is not live or livable. It's toast. What's your opinion on Turbo B Series Honda motors? They run pretty hard, definitely. The problem is making the car hook up. You got to put a lot of effort into making that car put any power down. But definitely a sweet motor to turbocharge. They like it for sure. It's cool to put one of those in like something different, like a Lotus or something. That would be cool. One of my buddies has a turbo K-swap in his NSX, which is really cool. Fast car. Pico, why are you Dodge Ram Scuba Challenge Round 2? I got this. Whatever you want to do. I got this. Bring it over. Come over. Bring your wallet. Bring people with their wallets. We can have we can make a night out of that. I could throw down a lap at scuba, you know that. Mod recommendations for a 370Z. Do well, it depends on what year it is. If it's a 07, 06, 07, do the Gen 3 intakes, and then you want to do test pipes, do the Motordyne test pipes, the ARTs, and your choice of a cat pack with an up rev tune. That's your best bet. Why did you ship the cappuccino all the way to Connecticut just to bring it back to Florida to sell it? Jimmy drag his feet on a collab giveaway or something? Jimmy was just he wanted to do stuff with it, so I told him to take it up there and do it. And he was just promoting, us at the same time, so no big deal. We brought it back down after we sold it, and that was the end. Simple. Ultima SER recommendations, get rid of it. It's my recommendation. Enjoy it for what it is or get rid of it. Don't try to make that fast. Fat back intake. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is done now, so I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. So thanks for hanging out with me, and stay tuned. More stuff coming. Had a lazy day, so I figured I'd just live stream instead, and that's basically the gist of it. So thanks for watching, and if you missed it, you missed it. If you didn't, thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go over to Pico's channel, go to Sith Lord Soup, and go check him out. He's going to live stream, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to go to sleep. Goodbye and good night.